Oh, look at there. Is that GPS? In fact, it is. Hello, guys and gals. My name is Mistermoose, and today we're going to talk about GPS, as it is probably the most sought-after mod in FS19, and hasn't been available since Upside Down moved over and works for Cattle and Crops. Everybody has been looking for a solution. And Wopster has delivered this week with his own version of GPS. This is called the Guidance Steering mod. It is currently in beta, but an early access version is now available. And that's what we're going to talk about today in our mod showcase. How do you get it? How do you install it? And how do you use it? So, first of all, how do you get it? Well, the easiest thing to do is head over to his GitHub page and download it. If you don't know where that's at, if you look in the description below this video, you'll see a link for my mod spreadsheet. And in the mod spreadsheet, I have a link for you to download it. Let's take a look at that. So here you'll find a list of most of the mods that I'm using on a regular basis. It's not all the mods that I'm using, but these are the ones I've tested and feel like they're good for you to download and use in your game. You'll find a list, the name of the mod, a description of the mod, and then the URL where you can go download that. Some of these are on Facebook pages. Some of them are on third-party sites. I try whenever possible to get them straight from the person who actually created the mod. The sheet is broken down into a few subsections. You'll find like essential mods. These are things like I feel like most everybody ought to have, because they're just quality of life mods that'll make the game better for you. Then there's a map section, mods that are on the mod hub, which are the most easiest ones to get to. And then you'll have your other stuff down here at the bottom that are just mods that are scattered throughout the internet and where you can get them. So if you want to get, though, the GPS mod or the Guidance Steering by Wopster, it's right here for you. There's a link. We'll click on it. That'll drive us over to his GitHub page. Now, this is the best place to get the mod because it is being updated by the minute as he is developing the mod. Just 3 minutes ago, there was some feedback given and a change made to the file, as you can see right here. So within the last 3 minutes, there was an update to this particular mod. So to get it, we'll just come over here and we will select download, clone or download, and download the zip. Now again, this is a mod that is in beta. It is in constant development. So you'll probably want to check back here once or twice a week just to update your mod and get the latest version of it. Once you've downloaded, you've got it on your computer, there's another little step we're going to have to go for to install it into FS19. We're going to have to open up our downloads. We're going to have to get the Guidance Steering master zip, and you're going to need to open that with WinRAR, WinZip, 7-Zip, any kind of compression program that you like to use. I use WinRAR. I've used it for a long time. And I'm just going to grab this and extract it onto my desktop, or I just usually drag it onto my desktop and get it out there. I'm not going to go over how to use a compression program. I'm going to assume you know how to use that by now. If we open up this folder, we'll find all the parts that are for this particular mod. Now, if you use 7-Zip, you can just double click on this zip bat file, and it's going to create the zip file for you to put into your mods folder for FS19. If you don't have that, you're using WinZip, WinRAR, something like that, you are going to have to create a zip file for it. You can name it however you want to, but I would suggest you name it the way the developer is doing that. And if we look at this bat file, we'll find that his naming for it is FS19 _ guidance steering _ dev.zip. So since that's the way he's naming the file, I'm going to copy that, and that is the way I'm going to name my file. And to do that, I'm just going to take all the files, I'm going to highlight them. And again, I've got 7-Zip. I could use it, but I'm going to use WinRAR to do this. And I'm just going to create an archive. I'm going to select it as a zip, and I'm going to change the name of the file to be FS19 _ guidance steering _ dev.zip. I'm going to hit OK. That's going to create that little file for me. I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to go to Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 19, Mods, wherever my mods folder is, and I'm going to paste it in here. And that is going to give me the latest version. As you can see, I already had it in here and I'm just overriding it. But that's going to give me the latest version of it. Now it's in my game. Now all I have to do is run Farm Sim, jump back in there, and I'll show you how we actually utilize the mod now that we're in the game. So with the GPS mod added into our mods folder and the game's restarted to recognize the mod is in, we'll go in, we'll launch whatever map we're playing on. In this case, I'm going to pull up my test map, and we'll scroll down until we see the blue GPS icon, which is right here, and you'll see guidance steering. Make sure you've checked that, check mark this. I can't tell you how many times people message me and go, that didn't work, how come? Well, you didn't actually check it and enable it on your map. So make sure you do that, and then you can go ahead and start your map. And this time you'll have GPS available, but you won't have it on any of your vehicles. That's because the guidance steering mod that Wopster has created is not a universal mod. He has said from the beginning he wants this mod to be more realistic, not like the GPS mod we had before where you just installed it and you automatically had it on every single vehicle. Instead, this one has to be installed on each vehicle at the cost of 15 grand per installation, and which is going to probably turn a little bit of people off, right? But that's the way it is in real life. When you go to your John Deere dealership or New Holland dealership or wherever you order a tractor, GPS is not standard. It is an option that you add on, and it costs. And so farmers have to make a decision of, do I need GPS on this? Because also, every tractor that you own on the farm doesn't always need GPS on it. Some tractors need it, some don't. So that's what Wopster's going at for this. So in order to add it onto a vehicle, you're going to have to either buy it from a shop with it on there, or you can customize your pre-existing tractors and add it on. So on this particular tractor, I just need to come in here and you'll see global positioning now listed as an option for every vehicle in your store. And you can either select it on or off. But again, on increases the cost of that vehicle by another $15,000. But once I go ahead and customize and we go back to this tractor and get inside of it, you'll see that now when I go in and hit Control S, I have the guidance and I can enable it on here, and I'll have those nifty little lines that I can use to guide my vehicle around on the fields now. So that's how you get it on each tractor. Again, remember, this is not a universal option. It's not going to be on every single tractor that you have. You're going to have to add it to each tractor before you can get it to work. Now, the HUD that I just brought up, the key selection for that is Control S. It brings up your guiding options for you. You have two tabs here. Your basic information, how to turn it on, show lines, snap to terrain. That's basically, if you're not good at making a straight line, you can snap it to the terrain. You have to make a line. We'll get into that in just a second. But once you have your course set up, you can increase or decrease the width of it, and you can do on auto width if you choose. And then over here, you have your guidance strategy. You have A-B straight. I'm guessing right now you create a track, right? You create a straight line from point A to point B, and the tractor's going to follow that and recreate it up the field for you. I'm guessing that in the future, he'll do contours where you start and you drive a course, and when you get to the end of that, it recreates that contour all the way across the map as well. So if you're doing like a terraced field that has a little bit of turn, it's not square fields like everybody plays in this game, you have that option. But here you have your line method, AB, A plus heading, auto B, A plus B. You can set your A point, your B point, and then you can do whatever you want to it. You can save it. Then you can select the track that you're going to use. All of that information we'll get into in some more advanced tutorials. But today I just want to get into the basics of how you get it going. So with this tractor enabled, we'll get back in the combine, and we'll use the combine to set up an AB line and get you guys started. So Let's go ahead and park the tractor right here. And we'll get back in the combine. And because I didn't save my previous course with this, I've got to start all over again. So I'm just going to bring my combine up here to the field. And this is how you would set it up if you were starting from the very beginning. You just line it up with the field, get ready to go. Now, you can do everything from in the HUD. Again, using Control S, you can open up and you can set your A point right now. And then you can drive across the field, then you can set your B point, or you can use some hotkeys. The hotkeys for this are, let's bring up the hotkeys in case you forget them. Since you can now review your key selections in the game, just come up here to your keyboard controls, scroll down, and we will find down here, right here. All right, show guided steering menu, that is left Control S. Set guidance point, which is left Alt E. Auto width is left Alt R. Increased width is left Alt and the negative. Increased width is left Alt and the equal sign. Then you've got your guidance, enabling it or disabling is going to be left Alt and X. And then if you need to shift the track, you can do that to the left by going left Alt page down, left Alt page up. And again, if you forget anything, one of the nice things about Farm Sim 19 is your keyboard bindings are right here. So you can come in and you can review what all the hotkeys are right here. But for us, we're going to be focusing right now to set our guidance line. We're going to be focusing on left Alt and the letter E. And again, I could do all this through the HUD, but I prefer to use the keyboard shortcuts. And I'm sure you do too, because it's a little cumbersome to have to open this up, select this tab, set A, close this, go drive across the field, open this up, set B, drive across the field. But for now, we're going to do it with the keyboard shortcuts, okay? So I'm going to hit left Alt and E, and that's just going to clear everything out. The second time I hit it, it's going to put a little letter A down on the ground here. You see that? That is setting my A point. Now all I have to do is drive across the field in a straight line. So we'll start up my combine, and I'm just going to hold a straight path going through the field, and I'm going to run across to the other path. I'm just going to be doing one selection with my tool, and out the back of my combine you'll see there's a dotted line being pulled. So I'll just follow this track straight across the field to the other side. When I get to the other side, we're going to do left Alt again, and that's going to set our B position or our end point. So think as A is the beginning, B is the end, right? So, and it's drawing a straight line between the 2 points, A to B. Once you've done that, you've got your course that you'll be able to follow the rest of the way across the field. And that's the way GPS works in a normal truck or in a normal tractor or combine. Is if you don't have your course already set, you do one pass, you record the pass, and then the GPS replicates that pass across the field for you and helps guide you and steer you across the field. And that's what Wopster's tried to do to it. So it's a little bit different than the guidance that you're used to with Upside Down's previous version. So when I get to the end of the field, I can go ahead, and I went a little bit far, but I can go ahead and I can press left Alt E, and you'll see it put the B, it ended the point here, and now I've got the side markings and everything available for the next part of this. So as I turn around and I reapproach the field, you see I've got blue lines here representing my outside of my implement, and I've got the white lines. Again, I can auto assign the width of my header by hitting left Alt and R, or again I can go into the HUD and I can come up here and I can make sure that my width is set for my head. I can increase the width, or I can just, again, I can hit auto width and have it set for me regular. And then now, as I want to enable this, I use left Alt and the letter, let me remember this now, letter X. Left Alt and X is going to turn the lights green on the center line, and that is going to enable it for me, and that will do the steering for me. And now I have my width set for me, and I have a straight line being done by the AI or by the GPS mod itself. And that's it. That's the down and dirty basics of how to get the GPS working. If you wanted to do a course and save that course, you could save this as 9-meter corn header field, whatever field we're in. I think this is field 19 on Felsbroom. And you could save it, and you could replicate this course over and over and over again every time that you wanted to do it. And you would just, you know, instead of having to go through all these little steps that I've done right now, all you'd have to do is save the course name. The next time you come to the field, pull up that course name, boom, and start doing your combining. So anyways, so that is it. That is the basics of the GPS. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed that. For those who might not grasp everything right off the bat, I hope that will get you started with it, and then you can explore with the rest of the GPS mod yourself. If you guys want some more advanced tutorials on it, as more options are added into the mod, again, it is in beta, it is under development. As more is added into it, I'll do some more detailed demonstrations on the mod, but that is enough to get you started so that you can download it, install it, and get started using GPS. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smack that like button for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And of course, don't forget, we stream live every day, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mistermoose Gaming. Come over, say hi to me. Follow me on Twitter for when I go live. And yeah, just come on and join the fun. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy the mod. I hope it makes your farming a little bit better. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye.